Good morning, you're Adam Moe? Okay, so we're here because Mr. Moe is on probation for I did a different type thing where Mr. Moe went and did some time on some of his cases in prison, got out and is now on probation. Apparently, there are some potential issues with regard to where he's living that weren't issues with parole, but are issues with probation. Is that correct?
It sounds like they may be issues with probation.
Okay.
That's kind of why our original emergency motion had a strange title, because we didn't know what else to call this.
Sure.
Other than in an effort to make sure that he is doing everything correctly. I think our mission on that was...
Welcome to my channel Closed Case. Subscribe for more video.
Let's get in front of the court and make sure this is being done correctly.
So what's the issue, potentially?
Adam's parents, Jody and Chris Moe, who the court may remember, and they're present again today, while Adam was incarcerated, went to a number of links with the folks from Parole to make sure that any home that Adam was going to live in upon his release and beginning the out of prison portion of probation and parole, he's on parole too.
Correct.
That their home where he was going to live was in compliance.
Right. Parole's approved it.
Parole has approved it.
So where are we?
If the court doesn't mind, I'd rather not say the address.
No, I don't need that. I just need to know what the issue is with probation.
The issue is we are at 574 feet from a church that has a playground attached to it. And I don't want to speak for probation at all, but condition, I think it's 33. It isn't vague, but it's neither inclusive nor exhaustive. So I don't know exactly what the conversation was that probation had with Adam the day that he reported immediately upon his release from prison a couple weeks ago. And I don't believe that the conversation was, hey, you can't live there. It was, this is kind of an issue. So our position is a lot of effort was made.
So what's the issue?
Excuse me. So his condition number 33 says that he's not to be within 1,000 feet of places where children commonly gather.
Right.
So it's not limited to that list. And so I believe it's the 574 feet from the church with the playground attached is the issue.
Okay. I'm looking at the order now. Well, and the offenses were possession of child pornography.
Correct.
There weren't any allegations of
There were 10,
assaults or anything like
Correct.
that. Okay.
just 10 charges of possession. And 5, we put 5, got penitentiary and 5 with probation.
Right. Is there a GPS at this point?
No,
He hasn't had his initial, actually the assignment is tomorrow. He just did intake and correct me if I'm
Sure.
wrong. He just did
No, and I
intake.
appreciate being proactive, and that is good. We don't want to be in here the first month because there's a violation, which technically that would be a violation. There's no doubt that it's not vague. That would for sure be a
No,
violation.
in my reading too on the geography of this thing, Judge, is that if Adam were to make, I'm going to call it a left turn if I've got the map correct in my head, if he were even to turn incorrectly down the main street where this house is, that would be a parole violation. So our position is that parole's assessment here, and I know the numbers are what they are, but that it covers both issues. So it's not like there's some kind of leeway to go even closer to that facility. He isn't going that way. He cannot, or he's in violation of what's been set up for.
He's not, though. They specifically moved to
Okay,
thank you, though.
yes.
Miss Roach is watching to make sure, because if you were living somewhere already, there's kind of a grandfathered in, but they specifically moved to try to make it better. And okay. Well, here's what I'll do. allow a modification of number 33. But I want it to somehow, some type of addendum or attachment that's very, in the orders, it says that you can be within 574 feet of that specific place. 33 stays the same for everywhere else. So it can be 33 can read like it does, and then you can add with the exception of that one place. Also, at least for, I would say, 6 months or so, or depending on how probation feels once he gets going, and if he's following all the rules and treatment and things like that with the LSOTP and all of that stuff, then I want a GPS monitoring device on at least for a minimum of 6 months to make sure that the rules are being followed, that he's going the right way, and there's not any issues. And that way, once we're all more comfortable with how things are going now that he's out of prison, then I'm okay with getting rid of that once you're okay with that, if he's following through with treatment and everything like that. Make sense? Okay?
Just one question, I think there's not a school issue.
It's not the school issue, it's just the church.
The church. Yeah, the church with the, so I want that, that's the only exception, and the exception is the 574. So like you said, turn the other way, don't get any closer than what you're saying. That way there won't be an issue with it being any closer than what you're saying at any times that it would show up on that GPS. Make sense? Okay?
Yes.
All right, thanks. Y'all are free to go. No, ma'am. Mr. Burbank, Renisha Chason. That's good. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I need your signature though. All right, ma'am, you're Renisha Chason. And will she waive the formal reading of the indictment?
She will, Your Honor.
And again, we're just gonna get a plea on the new indictment, reset the MTRP case, and come back and see where we are with the pre-sentence report. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. That goes with that also.
Judge, just to refresh the course of recollection, the co-defendant in this case, who is the, in my opinion, much more culpable defendant, has already pled the TDC time.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Chason, in cause number 24, DCCR 2351, you're charged with the second-degree felony offense of injury to a child, and that's from July 19th of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge? I'm sorry? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you did what they've charged you with? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Burbank? And do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? So if I follow the agreement, you can't change your mind later. Do you understand? And it looks like the agreement that you've made is for a 5-year deferred adjudicated probation. There would be a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding? Also, do you understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1.
No objection, states 1.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Chason is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but I'm going to reset your case so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. And if that can include an update also on the probation case where the motion's filed, so I can have all that information as well. And then we will come back at a later date for sentencing. You need to stop and talk to probation on your way out of the courtroom today. And she's sitting at that desk right over there. All right, we'll see y'all back at sentencing.
Would the court consider allowing her to remove the drug patch? It's costing some money that she doesn't have.
Not until sentencing. We're going to keep it on until sentencing. Make sure you keep it on and keep it updated. And then if everything goes well,
When do I come
It's about 5 or 6 weeks. Okay?
Maybe excuse me.
Yes, thank you. All right. In the intoxication manslaughter case, that offers for 18 years in prison. And then in the,
Should be.
2 years state jail?
Yeah.
No, okay,
Yeah.
all right. Okay, if I make that modification?
absolutely,
Thank you.
Judge.
So in the other, well,
And if you can't read my writing, I'm
nope,
happy
that's
to
okay. I'm
redo it.
obviously don't know how to erase because now I'm just making marks all over this document. I feel like I know how to. Okay, so, good grief. It is a Monday. All right, so in that state jail felony case, the offer is for 2 years. In the state jail prison, it would run concurrently with the other case. You have every right to reject these offers and have both of your cases set for trial. I just want to understand, make sure you understand what the possible consequences are if you go to trial and what your options are. And do you understand all of that?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
And do you want to reject those offers and have your cases set for trial?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, we'll get that done. And Mr. Coleman, is there any reason to believe that these offers would change? Is there any evidence that you're waiting on or anything like that?
No, no.
So I do want to make sure you understand that after today, Mr. No, I won't accept this plea agreement. If you change your mind and want to enter a plea of guilty, that would be to something different or open to the court, unless there's new evidence that your attorney or the district attorney gets or finds out about between now and then. Make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll see y'all at trial. We'll get it placed on the trial docket.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.